Ladies and gentlemen, as we settle into our studios here at the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program, the WWE superstars make their way to Salt Lake City, Utah, the home of Saturday night's main event. I am OM Dynamic, and tonight, live reaction and analysis from Chris Best, Chris Parrish, and myself as we tune in and enjoy. Gentlemen, how are we doing tonight?
I'm excited for tonight's show. Very excited.
I woke up from the nap 45 minutes ago, so I'm ready to go.
Nice. We have.
How about you?
I'm excited for the show. We have a stacked card, even with 4 matches, and I know there's a lot of people out there that are saying only 4 matches, but this is PLE quality. We have 4 titles on the line tonight.
Yeah, I mean, people have to remember this is still a televised show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't want what happened to Goldberg and get cut off with something because of TV time restraints, then you don't overbook it. Because we all know nobody likes multi-hour long shows.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, I know we were discussing this last night, Mr. Best and I, on SmackDown, and saying we need to open with a title match and close with a world title match. Which one do we see? CM Punk and Jay open the show for the World Heavyweight Championship, or do we see that as the main event?
I think that should be the main event. You are crowning a new champion. You're doing the one thing that is not being done in any other match. Therefore, it should be looked at as a little bit more special. And then when we look at Saturday night's main event, I look at the nostalgia factor that goes in. And nothing's more nostalgia than a World Heavyweight Championship. So it's only fitting, in my eyes, that the World Heavyweight Championship is what you close the show off with.
Right. So we're looking at anticipating, I guess, Cody and Drew to open the show. Would you maybe open it with something else, whether it's Tiffany, Stratton, and Jade Cargill, or the triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship?
I think the Intercontinental Championship is the perfect match to start with.
Okay.
I was just going to say that.
I think DOMINIK Mysterio is the right person to start the show off with. Then you go to RUSEV. Then you go to PENTA. I think the crowd knows what they're going to get out of that whole thing. I do think that both championship matches should be 3 and 4. Obviously, Cody and Drew should be the semi-main. But I think Jade Tiffany might be a match that you, after this, say, damn, maybe they did get robbed of a spot, but I think right now where we sit, I think that 2 spot is perfect for them.
Okay. And as we are getting our first look inside the arena, that is a beautiful new setup that they have for this show here tonight.
Yeah, they went with the big Tron this time.
And I am 100% behind it. This is absolutely beautiful.
And just as we predicted, we are starting off with Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre.
Yes, in a match where if Cody gets counted out or disqualified, he will lose the Undisputed Championship. We saw a little more aggression and passion and maybe some anger in Cody last night on SmackDown when he was doing the contract signing with Drew McIntyre. Is this sort of the start of a new Cody?
I don't think so because, I mean, there's been a lot of wrestlers who have been able to raise the ire of Cody and get him ticked off.
I don't necessarily say this needs to be a new Cody, but just maybe a evolved side of Cody. I don't think it's sustainable for anybody to do the same thing year after year after year and not have anything change about their character. So I think Cody understanding that if he wants to not only stay on the top of the mountain and be the champion and continue going on, he has to get a little bit more aggressive. We saw what his first reign costed him. We saw the cost of friendship. saw the cost of maybe even health, but also sacrifice. So that has to come with the territory on the second go around, because if he's the same champion as the first time, then he's not going to be any better.
And I know it's Champion's Choice as for the entrance, but is this not a little bit weird that CODY is coming out to open the show with Drew McIntyre coming out second for this championship match?
No, because this is how you get the crowd hyped. Start with a babyface coming out first. They used to do this in the late 80s with on Saturday night's main event with Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was always the first one to come out. Because again, it's all about getting that crowd hype, you know?
On we also have to think about it. When we look at Saturday night's main event, we think of the old mighty red, white, and blue, right?
Yeah.
Nobody signifies that more than the American Nightmare right now. So I think you're doing a multi-purpose. You're kind of doing that throwback. You're also doing that kind of brushing off the fact that champions always come out last. You don't. In most cases, I would say, yeah, he should be the second one out. But given the scenario, given the circumstance, you're not breaking any laws. You're not. If anybody's butthurt about this, then they really need to go eat a Snickers, because you're not yourself.
Right.
And they may have one from last night.
Right. Okay. Prediction time, gentlemen. Who's coming out as your undisputed champion?
I think CODY retains.
I think CODY is, but I would love to see Drew McIntyre win the title off a technicality.
I am taking Drew off of that technicality. So yes, we did have a very heated contract signing last night with Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. Drew involving Cody's daughters right at the end before he put Cody through the table. I know you weren't a big fan of the way they were set up, sitting side by side with Nick Aldis in between.
Yeah, I was thinking about that more from like a fan's perspective, though.
Right.
From a production side, I thought it was good.
Right. It's been a long time, and one of the things that I would like to see, and we've seen it done, is go end to end, so that you have that distance of the table between them instead of just, reach across and you're within striking distance.
We got Wade Barrett and Michael Cole on commentary tonight.
Yes, we do, and I love it. I don't know if we heard from Joe Tessitore to open the show, but it doesn't seem like there's a host tonight for Saturday night's main event.
I mean, I'll leave and do it.
Okay. There you go.
I'll take the paycheck.
But I got to be honest, I love the throwback mics for the intros here on Saturday night's main event, and Lillian Garcia looking beautiful as always.
I am curious to why there's two, why you need two.
Well, because I think they might get a guest ring announcer who might hail from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Everybody, this is why we all Don't give him the hosting duties.
But I mean, like when we used to see Howard Finkel do it, we used to see like 5 microphones hanging around him when he would do
Yeah.
Based on the way he shouted, he probably tuned 4 of them out. But we got the sweet Lillian Garcia.
I think perhaps still, though, for me, the greatest ring announcer for Saturday night's main event was Mike McGurk. With just that one big microphone.
Now I'm just like picturing this like honking microphone coming down. It's like Stanley Cup sized, just coming down.
But
The
here we
mind
go,
games from Drew are underway.
Yep. Now I do get a feeling that Drew is going to try and force Cody to get the disqualification.
Oh, 100% he is.
Or he's going to throw Cody over the top to try and get like a count out.
Yeah.
At some point.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think this match, if it's going to go the way it did and the way it probably could have gone at Clash in Paris or WrestlePalooza, I believe it could, one of those two. Drew is probably going to try and put Cody's head through the bottom of the announce table again to get the count out.
Yeah, and now correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the last time we saw this in the WWE, a match with this kind of stipulation, was Christian and Randy, or the last time we saw a title change actually on this on a stip like this was Christian and Randy Orton, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know if that was the last one, but it's definitely one of the very last I remember. That there's that like decade between those two that like had a lot of things happen that
right.
I chose my mind to say it's okay. You don't need to keep. Move to trash.
Drew there trying to goad Cody to come out and attack him outside of the ring, right in front of green shirt guy.
Well, there's a blue shirt guy, there's a black shirt guy, there's a red shirt guy. There's a pink shirt guy. All shirts matter here, people. We
That's
don't
right.
judge.
Well, except these guys judging my jersey attire for tonight.
We haven't started in on that yet, so no.
No, we haven't. But 90% of the time you do, so.
I mean, when in Rome.
Drew trying to get Cody to go closed fist.
He's trying to get him disqualified for the push into the referee where Cody stopped.
Drew trying to take a chunk of Cody's forehead.
I'm thinking about OMD's question there about like how we don't seem to have a host. I can't remember what was the terms of Jesse Ventura's deal.
He was there to offer some insight and analysis, but we always had him there talking with, I don't know if he was so much a color analyst, so to speak, but we always had Joe Tess sort of there with Jesse so that they could talk and get their banter back and forth, much like we do here.
That did not answer my question. The terms of the deal, like how many shows is what I mean.
It was supposed to be 4, but he was released from that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He still has his Legends deal, though, from what I understand.
Yeah. Yes, there were some issues at, I believe, the second Saturday night's main event, and they just said no more. And Drew hammering away with those back fist strikes on Cody. Wow, what a throw there from Drew.
A very awkward landing from Cody, too.
Yes.
With Drew keeping that pressure on.
Now, this show, and are there going to be any effect building to Survivor Series from tonight?
I think it's a possibility. But
I think there definitely will be some seeds planted.
Mm-hmm.
Whether there's any direct involvement, I think that's something that we'll have to like continue on, because I mean, the only one I could really think about would be either Drew and Cody maybe having a rematch in some sort.
Right.
Maybe we see Tiffany and Jade on opposing teams.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we see anything from the Intercontinental match.
Right.
And I'm trying to really... Something big would have to happen in the main event.
Right.
But I mean, I'm still someone that, like, if I'm doing a War Games match for the men, I'm still rather doing MFTs and Wyatts.
Right. What a superplex there from Cody.
Now, the fact that this is the opening match, does that change anybody's prediction?
No.
No.
I think this is going to be a historic night, and I believe the only champion that retains tonight is Dominik Mysterio.
So you're thinking there's two champions that lose their titles?
Yes.
It'd be intriguing to see all new champions from every match tonight.
It would be.
No.
It absolutely would be, and I would love to see it.
See, what I'm very intrigued with is, are we going to see something? Maybe it's a precedent, maybe it's an expectation from tonight's event to really get us more prepared for the final Saturday night's main event on December 13th, where we see John Cena's last in-ring match.
Right. I would not be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if there's maybe a video package and then the official announcement for it. I don't obviously expect the opponent to be named tonight.
Would that be the moment that what we're saying, if we see anything unadvertised, could that very well be whoever the opponent is makes the direct challenge here tonight?
I could see it. I don't think we will, though, in that situation. I think you've got to look at a lot of names. Like, we all know the prominent name out there for that is Gunther. But you have to wonder, what does John Cena want for that last match?
And we can't forget, too, that John Cena, I believe, is scheduled to appear at Survivor Series as well.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, his final four Survivor Series are Raw in Boston and New York, and then the Washington Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you'd have to also think that whoever that opponent is probably already determined in some capacity.
Probably.
And it's just over a month away.
Yeah.
Giving this a full month of build, I think, would be perfect.
Yes.
Drew just... Oh, wow. I was going to say Drew goading him on, but he also kind of lured him into that kick there.
He did.
Yeah, the one-step Claymore.
Now, we have, been waiting for and anticipating some different people to step up and challenge Cody, namely Randy Orton. We know Jacob Fatu got taken out a few weeks ago because of injury. Could he still somehow come out and play a part in this?
It's pretty much confirmed that Jacob Fatu will be out for the remainder of this calendar year.
Right. But what I'm asking is, could we see him come out to lay out Drew, setting the expectation that Drew was the one that took him out, but then he turns around and, no, Cody, it was you. I want you. Or is this the time we see that heel Randy Orton? And Cody going through the announce table.
He was sent flying into the table.
Earlier, we did see Cody get a punch up, and it looked like he got maybe a little low on Drew. That looked like Drew was trying to bait the referee into assuming that Cody Rhodes hit him in the
the nether
In the
regions.
chosen ones.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for a show like this, and I know we're well past the intros, do you think that these would be the ideal nights for a guy like Drew to come out to Broken Dreams?
I mean, in their way, he's done that already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're ever going to get that theme back.
I think Drew was looking for the future shock there.
He was.
Oh, Cody's knee giving him some trouble now.
Yes. As Cody almost ran through the ref again, but was able to hold up just a little bit.
Is this Cody Rhodes legitimate hurt, or is he baiting Drew McIntyre?
I got to go with baiting. He's playing Drew's game against him here.
Yeah, definitely baiting Drew.
Cody back to clutching that knee.
I wonder if that was like an impromptu thing because the official was in the way on the first attempt there.
Right.
He is still nursing the leg, though, so.
And a smaller version of the Pele kick there from Drew.
And Drew just
Drew
shoving
pushing.
Cody into the ref.
Yes,
Ref is
yes,
down
he
and
did.
out.
What a Glasgow kiss there from Drew.
We're going to see some old school Eddie Guerrero here, aren't we?
That's what I was just thinking.
Okay, I'm surprised at this point we have not seen a second official come out to the ring.
I mean, how many pin attempts have we seen?
Uh-oh. Okay. I thought the referee was going to wake up in time to see the belt in Cody's hand.
So did I. But Cody able to get rid of the evidence.
And once again, we have more fuel to the complainometer for Drew McIntyre.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
He took the ref out. He hit him with the belt. But there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Cody Rhodes retains and is still the undisputed heavyweight champion.
At some point, though, they're going to have to do something with Drew McIntyre because I think I'm at that point where you either are going to do something with him in the title or you're not. But stop. I think I'm at the point where I'm tired of tease.
Yeah, you and me both.
Every generation does not need a almost got it, almost got it, almost got it.
Right.
I think the fans really did not like it when they did that with Dolph Ziggler.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's only due time where fans are going to really dislike what they're doing with Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. I mean, it was about a year ago or so that they moved Drew to SmackDown because he complained about Raw being a toxic work environment. Could we see him go back to Raw, to that history he has with Adam Pearce, and maybe have a little more success defeating a Jey Uso or a CM Punk for the title?
I think there's more to be said with this whole thing with Cody after that finish.
I do too. I think it's...
We all know Drew's going to complain and go to Nick Aldis and say, "Hey, I want a rematch. That wasn't fair."
Yep. I think one more match and then that's it.
It'll be interesting if the transfer portal or window comes back.
Yes. But if they are going to do that, when do you put that into effect? After Survivor Series or after the holiday season and to start the new year?
Say after the Rumble.
Okay.
Because I think it's already been established that we're not getting a draft in 2025.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There probably won't be one in probably the first 4 months of 2026.
Yeah.
There might not even be one in 2026.
Right.
So I think in order to keep things fresh, we got to do that. Nothing's more chaotic and oh my god than WrestleMania season. So just add to the chaos, I say.
Absolutely.
Now, this match, I expect a title change. I think
Yes.
Jade's going over.
A Saturday night's main event might be in a commercial. I say, let's give the people something here.
Let's do it.
I'm just going to pick a random one.
Make it so.
Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. Monday nights you get the Locker Room Breakdown at 7 p.m. Eastern, followed by the Raw Patrol at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thursday we go TNA when we brace for Impact at 7:55 p.m. Eastern. Friday we secure all details as we answer the call for the SmackDown security detail at 8 p.m. Eastern. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. Eastern. On Sundays be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. Eastern, followed by the Boar's Nest at 8 p.m. Eastern. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. For all of your Turnbuckle affiliation program needs, turnbucklestudios.org is the place to go. Meet your team. Myself, Chris Best, Chris Parrish, Bubba Duke, and of course, Carl Carafel under the host section. Get our socials, watch our latest weekly live episodic shows. If you want your break in content creation, podcasting, potential collaborations, or to help us out behind the scenes, go to turnbucklestudios.org/join, and you can send us your details. Tell us how you can best help us, how we can best help you, and we can sit down as a collective. Go to the shop to get our merch. Turnbucklestudios.org, ladies and gentlemen. It is the hottest site on the internet. Do it, and do it now. And as we were in commercial, we did have Reels by Rohit come in and say Cody Rhodes wins. Yes, he does. And I can't say I'm disappointed. It was a good, solid match to open Saturday night's main event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just personally would like to see something different with Drew, other than Drew coming in every week saying, well, this happened. It's not my fault because of this. Because, like, at some point, the fans are going to turn on the situation and cheer Drew because he is right. Like, there was a stipulation where if Cody got disqualified, he would lose the title. Well,
absolutely.
He should have been disqualified. So,
and that's what I was looking for at the end of that match. I was looking for like a second referee to come out and explain what went down. I was looking for the referee to maybe watch the replay and see what happened or something along those lines.
Yep.
But it's why I kind of just want to see Drew McIntyre go to something else, because it's clear the title is not going off Cody Rhodes anytime soon.
Right.
So if that's the case, find somebody other than Drew McIntyre to tease us with.
Yeah. Give us that Randy Orton. Give us Sami Zayn to challenge Cody.
Well, why not Aleister Black?
I feel like that's where we're going to go with Aleister after this thing with Damian. You could easily move him on to Cody afterwards.
Why not Damian Priest?
I still want closure from Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. They're one-on-one.
Oh, Paulie Shore.
Yep. There's a guy we haven't heard from in over a decade. Great to see Paulie.
I actually heard from him last week. Actually, there was some news report that came out about him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Post Malone.
And before that, we had one of my favorite actors from The Last of Us TV series, Gabriel Luna, in the crowd as well.
I'm really liking the way those, not sure if those were banners hanging down, looked like icicles for Jade's entrance for the storm is coming.
They're icicles on the Titantron.
Yeah, they're just it's just a graphic. I was gonna say I also like the fact that we saw that little shift from the camera at the right time of the music to indicate like that the storm actually hit.
Mm-hmm.
Jade Cargill coming to the ring with a purpose, no longer just happy to be a part of WWE. I know
She's a
Mr.
woman.
Best and I are on the train of Jade is coming out as the women's champion. How do you feel about that, Parrish?
Yeah, I said it earlier. Like it makes no sense for Tiffany Stratton to retain the title in this case because one, I think she already has something made with that thing we saw last night with Julia. I do.
Right.
We're going to see Tiffany and Julia in some way. Doesn't need to be
Mhm.
title versus title. I do think we could see not only Jade win this match, but then also this is a great time for if Bianca Belair comes back to refreshen up that scene. And now we have Bianca asking Jade, what got into you? It's almost picking up where Naomi left off, and you're kind of
Mhm.
putting that position in Jade. But I think we can all agree that it's not that we're tired of Tiffany Stratton as our champion.
Right.
This reign is just going on and it's not doing anything for us anymore. So let's make the switch so by the time she's champion next time, we care.
Right. No, and I was going to ask you because I was going to say I think this is where you get Bianca coming back. But I think now you can't do that switch. I think you need to keep Bianca babyface now because of this turn from Jade.
Mhm.
But could a distraction from Bianca returning cost Jade Cargill this match?
I don't think we're going to see any interference in this match at all.
No, I don't think you're gonna taint the victory of whoever does come out with interference. I don't think anybody does. If anything, it would be Julia or Kiana James coming out to cost maybe Tiffany Stratton, and then maybe we could see something. But I don't know. Like now, I just feel that's over convoluting the situation.
Right.
Mhm.
But you did bring
Because
up a point. If we see Kiana James or Julia, could we see Kiana James become that new mouthpiece for Jade as well?
nah, I think Jade needs to be a one-woman wrecking crew. I don't think she needs a manager right now.
I would say as a babyface Jade, yes, her by herself. But if we're getting heel Jade, wouldn't be the worst idea to give her somebody. But I don't know if a group with Julia and Kiana James is the answer.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
anything,
especially with,
I'd still rather just have Bianca Belair come back, turn, and they're the two woman wrecking crew on SmackDown.
Right. And Jade just dominating Tiffy in the early morning. Power move after power move, trying to wear Tiffy down and break her.
and this is exactly what I was expecting out of this match, especially after learning of the injuries that Tiffy did suffer at the hands of Jade a couple weeks ago.
Right.
So the story of the match is definitely going to be that knee specifically on Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany caught in that tree of woe, hyperextending that knee.
Yep. Jade getting into the ref's face.
Well, she doesn't want the ref to count Tiffy out. She wants to win the title. I mean, she could easily just, grab Tiffy and throw her back in the ring, but she also wants to destroy Tiffy outside the ring.
Yes, she does.
Oh.
Tiffy able to move out of the way there, ladies and gentlemen. Very smart move on her part. But those injuries catching up to Tiffy there as she was cut off at the pass by Jade Cargill, so to speak. A beautiful senton there from Tiffy, who again is clutching at her knee. As you can see, it is heavily taped.
Mm.
That initially appeared to me as though it was a counter from Tiffy, but
I just like how Jade is just exerting her dominance by throwing Tiffy around like a rag doll.
you and me both.
I think she should do more than just follow his slams, though, at this point.
If Brock Lesnar can have suplexes,
Right?
Jade Cargill can have fallaway slams.
Yeah, all right.
And power bombs.
Yeah. Jade Cargill going to the Gunther School of Power Bombing.
Compliment of Captain Insano. Just like that.
That's what I wanted in this match. Just utter dominance.
Wow. What a showcase of power.
I think she put the women's roster on notice that she now is the standard bearer.
Yes.
As far as the SmackDown women's roster goes. But yeah, I think what we're going to see here is Jade is going to have her moment now. And then on Friday, we're more than likely going to find out who her first contender will be.
Right. as we are getting an ad here for WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen, let's tell you how you can help us.
A Turnbuckle affiliation program is looking for more people. If you have passion level for pro wrestling, sports, video games, or something else, then Turnbuckle Studios is the place to be. If you have ever wanted to pursue content creation and want to join our team, then we would love to have you. Check out turnbucklestudios.org or contact us by email today because your future is now, and we want you to tap in.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, turnbucklestudios.org is the place to go for all of your Turnbuckle affiliation program needs. Turnbucklestudios.org/join allows you to send us your details, and then we can sit down as a collective to see how you can best help us, how we can best help you, and where you fit in amongst all of our programming. And remember, it doesn't have to be wrestling. It doesn't have to be gaming. You could even just help us out behind the scenes. Go to the hosts link to meet the team. Myself, Chris Best, Chris Parrish, Bubba Duke, and Carl Carafel. Get all of our socials and watch our latest weekly episodes. Go to the shop link to go to carlcarafel.redbubble.com and buy any and all of our merch. Turnbucklestudios.org. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the hottest site on the internet. Do it and do it now.
But clearly, as up next, we have the Intercontinental title match. Who do you guys got taking that one?
I have Dom retaining.
I'm going to go with Rusev taking the win.
Okay.
Elaborate.
I'm really not sure how I can elaborate on that, but I just got a feeling that Rusev is going to be the one that takes it. We've seen him be this dominant beast over the last couple of weeks. Why not put the belt on him, and then you can move Dom on to something else?
For me, this is Rusev's third shot in the last month. Penta has been right in and around. I think that Dom is going to pull that full heel tactic, powder out, let Rusev and Penta beat the snot out of each other, and even add in some help from the Grandes. And that is how Dom retains.
Well, you said this is Rusev's third shot. Third time's a charm.
But also, say he wins, Dom could just flat out say, well, I beat him twice. He beats me once.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't even have to lose. Let's also put that into Dirty Dom Mysterio doesn't have to get pinned or submit to lose the title. It would be very ironic because that's exactly the way he won the championship at WrestleMania. But to me, it just continues Rusev and Dom, and I don't know if that's the right direction.
I don't either.
Because Dom can go, well, I beat him twice, and you just gave him another shot. It's it's not my job to beat him. It was his job to beat me, and he failed twice, but then he gets rewarded.
Yep. Penta is in the same boat.
Yeah. It's why I'm I do think we get Los Americanos involvement. I do think we're going to see Judgment Day kind of do what they've been doing lately and telling Dom, you got to get yourself out of this mess. You take yourself out. I'm wondering if we see maybe the identities of the Los Americanos coming up sooner than later. I'm not saying tonight, right? Maybe sooner than later. And then maybe that starts kind of putting pieces in play for maybe that's traditional Survivor Series match.
Right.
I mean, you could even, if you want to spin Dom off something, if he loses the Intercontinental title, we've seen hints of that tease between for a feud between him and Finn. I mean, there's something that you can spin him off onto. And you can continue with Rusev if Rusev were to win tonight, and Rusev and Penta now fight each other over the Intercontinental title.
Saturday night's main event and SmackDown coming to you from the Bell Center in Montreal coming this upcoming January.
Yes, January 23rd and 24th.
Is that the week? That's the week before the Royal Rumble, right?
It is.
Yes. Is Penta rocking purple?
He is.
Yep.
The same color that is Judgment Day?
Penta to Judgment Day confirmed.
There we go. Penta doing his best. I guess wanting to do his best Batman crossover with the Joker impersonation as he add the teal on the mask.
Watch the lights come out. It's just blue.
Right. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that the Utah Jazz have a shade of purple in their uniforms.
Yeah, they're like a purple and yellow.
So,
Well, I know like the older look, they did have purple with like hint of green and
right.
like back in the day during the John Stockton Karl Malone days.
So this could be Penta's tribute to the Jazz. Much like I'm sure Rey Mysterio would have done something like this, or a John Cena.
They could have done some Mammoth,
They could have.
Mm-hmm.
don't they? They don't have a baseball team, I don't think.
No.
No. As Rusev now makes his entrance. Now, is Dom going to get booed, or is he going to get that babyface pop tonight?
We'll have to see in just a few short moments.
When was Dominic Mysterio ever a heel? You didn't want to put both titles on around your waist there, Dom?
He's getting a fair bit of cheers on his way to the ring.
Can we just start referring to him as the Mega Continental Champion?
Yes. Yes, we can.
For now.
He will always be my Mega Continental Champion.
This is one of my favorite
Totally
things.
looks
Yeah.
blue to me.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite things in triple threat matches. Two guys fighting over who gets to beat up the other guy.
Yes. Penta with his best Blue Meanie impersonation.
No. For all we know, he could be paying a tribute to the Mammoth. Aren't their colors blue right now?
A lot lighter blue. That's that's closer to the Jazz colors.
Yeah.
Gee, the strength
What
of
power
Rusev to
from
do that.
Rusev. Yeah.
He's hit a gym in his day.
Catching and blocking that head scissors into a one-armed power bomb.
In Bulgaria, Hurricane Rana, you slam. This episode of Saturday Night's Main Event has been brought to you by the Fallaway Slam. Don't get caught. Up and
Right.
over.
Right? And Dom asserting some control. Not doing it the way I thought he would, which was trying to take that powder early, but
Yeah, I think Dom's trying to prove he's a fighting champion.
he has been the hardest working champion on Raw all year.
I don't know. Vacant's been putting in the extra hours right now.
Yeah, he really has been.
Oh, that's going to be a meme, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
yes, it is.
He just scared the crap out of a young fan. Oh, that made my day.
And again, Rusev catching Dom.
I thought Rusev was going to go for another followy slam.
I was waiting for the world's strongest slam through the table.
Now, there is no disqualifications in a triple threat, so if Rusev wanted to use that title, he could have.
Rusev there already trying to set up the lower back for the accolade with that stiff kick into the ropes. Maybe Rusev's going to try for a 619.
Can you imagine Rusev doing the 6-1? Oh, he's going for the accolade right away.
But Penta with the super kick to the side of Rusev's noggin.
Now, we haven't really seen much of Penta in this match. So it's nice that he's now finally getting himself kind of truly inserted.
Yes.
He had that beginning little flurry, but for the most part, this match has been dominated by Rusev.
Yes, it has.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one move we have not seen Penta pull out in quite some time on Raw is that rolling arm breaker that he's got. Do we see that come into play at all tonight to potentially take away the accolade from a Rusev or the 619 from a Dom?
Well, I think in this case, you try to isolate Rusev as much as you can.
Yeah, and in Rusev's case, you might want to work on an arm, but if you want to work on Dom and you want to prevent Dom from the 619, then you go to a leg.
Yes.
Or midsection.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do we see Dom's favorite tool outside of Los Americanos, the ring hammer, come into play?
I think that has to happen because that's been a factor in the last couple of matches Dom has been in.
Oh, that didn't look good the way Penta's foot and knee caught that top rope coming down.
And the referee's like, what are you doing? There's no disqualification. Now you just handed Rusev a weapon.
Penta trying to build some momentum, but then seemingly stopped to catch his breath before trying to get that pin. Penta calling for the destroyer here.
Jeez.
Penta hitting the Penta driver there on Rusev.
Penta's on the apron. I wonder what he's looking for.
And Rusev looking to lock in the accolade here on Penta.
Well, Rusev thinks he won the match.
Yes, this the Salt Lake City screw job.
No.
It's Dom with the bell hammer. Basically saving Penta, and that was a smart way to save the match there. Rusev just wailing away on Dom right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think this really saved Dom all that much. But Dom able to sidestep and push Rusev into the steel steps.
And now Dom going to go after that ring hammer, that bell hammer he left in the ring. And Dom retains.
Wow. In a clean victory. No interference again tonight.
And he didn't even have to do anything dirty.
No, he didn't. So we said this about Drew McIntyre earlier. Is it time to move Rusev and Penta off of the Intercontinental title as well?
Well, I think that's exactly what they did there. Because now Rusev can look at Penta and be like, you cost me. Because Penta, he's the one that hit Rusev with the hammer. It wasn't Dom. Dom got the win, and he didn't have to get his hands dirty.
Yeah, I get the feeling we're going to move Rusev away from there, but I don't know about Penta. Penta may still want to get another shot, considering he wasn't pinned in that finish, but we'll have to wait and see.
He wasn't pinned, but that was his third opportunity at the title, and he didn't walk away with it. I would definitely do something with Rusev and Penta.
John Cena addresses the subject of his final opponent next.
Wow. That is a shock. We haven't seen or heard anything on that. I was not expecting this tonight. But gentlemen, if you will excuse me, it is time for that patented OMD locker room visit.
I haven't had one of those in a while.
The Turnbuckle Studios store is open for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the merch and represent the best from the shows you watch on a weekly basis. Multiple styles to choose from with over 10 products available. Don't get left out and pick up all your favorites today. Find us at carlcarafel.redbubble.com.
We figured since he's going potty, we might as well get you to shop till you get naughty. And you can only do so if you, you can go to turnbucklestudios.org, but that'll just take you to carlcarafel.redbubble.com, the official merchandise store, online merchandise store of Turnbuckle Studios, where you can get a plethora of products, including that OMD locker room t-shirt, where guess what? It's the perfect shirt to wear when you go number 2. You know how I know that? The entire Toronto Maple Leafs wear it when they walk into the round 2 playoff games. So go to carlcarafel.redbubble.com now. Hey, guess who's back?
Back again.
I'm back. But please don't let me interrupt your ad for carlcarafel.redbubble.com.
No, I was finished.
Oh, okay.
Just like
a long
you.
time.
We're
a
quick.
long time ago.
we got commercials in here, man. Like we got the time is very sacred. But
I was going to say with this. Sorry, Parrish, go ahead.
That's exactly where I was going. So you take the lead.
Okay, with this announcement, are we expecting John Cena live, or is this something being done over video?
I would assume this is going to be like either like a sit down or something like that, to where he does it. And maybe I found it very ironic that was done right after a Dominik Mysterio win.
Right.
So,
especially with the reports we are hearing for Survivor Series.
Yeah, but that did say his final opponent, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder if, as you said earlier, there's reports about it being Gunther, but Gunther had the opportunity to have Goldberg's last match.
Yes.
Could this be a time where it's more suited for somebody younger, like a Dominik Mysterio, or maybe a Braun Breaker?
I'm 100% with you there. I'd even go with a Rusev. I am hearing reports of John Cena versus Dom at Survivor Series. I don't think I want to see John Cena versus Gunther. I think this would be a situation where I'd like to see a Dragunov.
What if John Cena becomes the Intercontinental Champion at Survivor Series, only to drop it back on December 13th?
I could see that. Where I was going to go with this was, let's say John Cena does win the Intercontinental Championship at Survivor Series. Wouldn't it make it fitting if he dropped the belt to Sheamus?
No.
Why Sheamus?
So that he can then pass that same thing on to Sheamus, so that Sheamus can get the one belt that's always eluded him.
Yeah, you can do that when the story makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, not for the sake of just happening. I talked about this before. I am not a fan of just giving somebody that for the sake of this. Oh, now you finally been this, or now you can do that. Doing it, like giving John Cena that 17th title run just so he can beat Ric Flair, that to me is stupid. But if we're getting a heel turn and that's captivating, like capping it off in a main event match to have more people pissed off than anything, okay, now I'm there for it. I think one, with John Cena winning the title at Survivor Series, that puts him in the Grand Slam category. But as he's going out doing something good for somebody who is of the future for the business. I could see Sheamus then be the next guy after Dom, but I would need a story, like a build story, and I do think that story should have been with Gunther a couple of years ago. Because a moment like that needs a payoff. Right?
So John Cena announcing a 16-man tournament beginning on Raw in Boston with people from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and people that don't even work in WWE. This is absolutely incredible. And I think there is only one person that should really get that match, and it's the man who has been pining for a match with John Cena for the last 2 years. And I'm going to take Joe Hendry.
What about Laredo Kid?
Yeah, you could.
Kenny Omega shows up.
I mean, does this not also scream that we could see Edge,
It does.
Jericho, somebody from his past too?
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody from the future, like a Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams,
From the future.
or for the future.
Okay, we're gonna get Techno Team 9000 coming out.
Yes, there we go.
Somebody who just started training on the Indies tonight is going to face John Cena.
There you go.
They haven't even started training. That's how from the future they are.
They're driving to the building right now.
That's right.
They're not even old enough to have a license test yet. That's how from the future they are.
There we go.
It's really the child of Naomi and Jimmy Uso.
There you go. It's actually going to be Stephen Borden.
But the field for who's going to be in that tournament is blown wide open and is giving everyone a reason not just to watch Raw, not just to watch SmackDown or NXT, but even TNA, AAA,
Yes.
Evolve.
Well, I believe the tournament is happening on Raw.
Yeah, it says a week from Monday.
Yeah.
Starting
Starting
in
on the
Boston.
10th.
Yeah, but I think to execute a proper 16-man tournament, you're probably going to have all three brands showing matches from the tournament. To get to that December date.
No, because I think you can do just a couple of matches each night, each Monday. I mean, I see where you're going, especially in the first round. But once you get to the second round, once you go from 16 to 8, you can do it strictly on Raw.
Yeah, as I said earlier, you have over a month to promote this, and well, just another who's it gonna be moment.
Yeah.
And that's just it. We don't even know who's in this field just yet.
No, we don't. I'm sure we will get some answers starting on Monday.
I was just going to say Monday, maybe even on NXT. TNA might give us something. SmackDown.
Yep. What about AAA too? You've got 5 different companies
No, that's
now.
3.
True.
It's 5 brands.
5 brands.
Actually, not even. It's 2 companies, 5 brands. WWE owns AAA.
I mean, it could be it could be Evolve as well. We could see somebody from Evolve get into that tournament too. So there's really 6 brands and 2 companies.
What about somebody from LFG? Surprising everybody.
I'm still shocked that show still exists, to be quite honest. All right, who we got?
I am going to go with that man right there because it really perplexed me why he won the Battle Royal unless you were putting the belt on him. So I am going to take Jey Uso with a heel turn.
I'm going CM Punk because I always thought that it was going to be CM Punk who was going to take a belt off Seth to begin with.
Parrish?
Well, I don't think CM Punk was ever designed to take the title off Seth, but I do think it was a way to keep that story kind of going. I am going to go with CM Punk, but I'm also going to go with the heel turn.
Okay.
And I'll let you figure out who I think is going to turn heel.
I think you're going with the Jay heel turn as well. Actually, no, I think you're going with the Jimmy heel turn. I'm going with a Jay heel turn on this. And
I'm going to write it on here, and then after I will show you.
And then Jimmy's going to come out to make the save for Punk. At the same time, you've got that history, and I think that Punk could take over as the lead for the Vision. I'm going to go Jimmy for you, Parrish.
I have written something down. I'll show you after.
All right.
Only if I'm right.
All right.
I too feel that there's going to be a Jimmy heel turn.
Okay.
Mostly because of how sour he became after Jay threw him out in that battle royal.
Right. I'm going with the Jay heel turn, but I'm also thinking that maybe he is going to get some guidance, and I think that maybe it's time for Roman to become the wise man, the tribal elder.
I mean, I'm just wondering why CM Punk didn't decide to use a comb before entering.
I was going to say,
check out the back of that head.
I was just going to say, it kind of looks like he just got out of bed.
Huh. The bags on the eyes means he doesn't sleep. He makes people go to sleep. He doesn't sleep himself.
Do we see this match going over the 9 o'clock hour, or do we see that champion crowned in the next 25 minutes?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, there is only a 2-hour slot for that Peacock has granted WWE. So
And despite people may thinking CM Punk showing love to Bubba Duke, the Duke on his just goes to Duke Rufus, an MMA trainer of his who passed away last month.
yes.
And let's not forget how CM Punk earned his opportunity in this match. It was defeating and pinning Jey Uso in a triple threat match along with LA Knight.
Yes, it was.
I'm getting tired of Vacant getting disrespected. When is Vacant getting his own side plates?
I'm with you.
I mean,
I've been waiting for years for this, for it. I haven't seen anything yet.
I just want it to be like a custom side plate, and it's just blank.
I mean, I would have to assume that Vacant has the most world title reigns anyways.
Well, interim reigns for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's the first holder of every title of all time.
Right. Now, given the history with these two and the grudging respect, I guess, are we going to see a show of sportsmanship to start the match, or are they just going to get right into it, get down and dirty?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
let's
going to
say-
go right into it, seeing how they did that.
But I do like the starting off with the collar and elbow tie-up.
Yep.
I've always said that was more of the way you should really start a match.
Yeah.
Punk trying to get into Jay's head there in the corner.
Yeah, I think the opening part of this match is going to be who takes that first shot.
CM Punk to that side headlock.
I love how when you say something, it changes almost instantly. As soon as you said the headlock, you went to the hammerlock.
I got to wonder, between whoever wins here, who's going to be that first man that gets a title shot against whomever wins tonight?
I think you really have to look at LA Knight. I think if you go, or I think the other proper name would be Gunther, who lost the title at SummerSlam. We haven't seen him.
And he did lose the belt to Punk.
Yes. He's both lost the belt and beaten Jay for the title. So
one name that I think would be very interesting is whoever wins. I could see Bronson and Braun coming down.
yeah,
I could see one of them trying to get into the mind of whoever to get that next shot.
100%.
I think what we have right now is also an opportunity that if you are champion, you might not be defending the title at the next PLE.
Right. If you're, and I'm going to put this one out there, if you're Jey Uso, would you not want to truly establish yourself as the champion against Roman?
That's a possibility, but I want to go back to Braun and Bronson because that actually does make a lot of sense, given that both these men also have their troubles with Braun and Bronson as well.
Yes, they do.
I mean, could we also see the return of Brock Lesnar?
Right?
He was in that WrestleMania video package, so clearly WWE and Brock Lesnar are not finished when it comes to business.
No.
Which that still feels weird to me because knowing Brock lately, he isn't really known for doing promo videos like that.
Well, it's not like he had to do much. He just had to walk and then sit down for a bit looking at the camera.
Right?
Yeah.
It might be easier than some of his matches.
But the snap on that Samoan drop from Jay, I love watching when Jay delivers that. Very reminiscent of his dad Rikishi and the way he used to deliver it.
CM Punk countering the spear into a neck breaker.
Yeah, countering it with a nice face lock mixed with a little bit of a sprawl. And then able to turn that into that neck breaker. Showing a little bit of his MMA background there with the sprawl.
Yes. And Jay hanging on to the ropes there during that attempted drop kick from Punk. And
Oh, Punk hitting to go to sleep.
but Jay falling out of the ring.
Now I'm gonna ask, would this be the one time where a count out actually gets you the championship?
You would have to think so. But I don't think either of these men are going to sit there and accept a count out victory for the championship.
Yeah, Punk trying to wake Jay up with that the water to the head there.
That landing there from Jay looked a little bit awkward, as it was a dead stop.
But Jay still has the advantage right now.
That he does.
Jay almost had him there. Jeez.
I thought it was almost over there, but again, both of these men showing their resilience. And just,
I gotta wonder what if frustration sets in for one of these two. I wonder if one of them is gonna try for something nefarious, whether it's going and grabbing a chair or even grabbing the championship belt to try and use in this match.
I see where you're coming from, but I think both of these men, and I know we're all calling heel turn in this match, all of these men, or both of these men, want to win it cleanly, one-on-one. They don't want to have that tainted victory, so to speak.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of when Piper and Brett had the Intercontinental title match at WrestleMania 8. If you recall in that match, Piper got so frustrated, he almost grabbed the bell and was going to clock Brett with it, but thought twice of it beforehand.
Right.
I was thinking something like that could take place.
Right.
Because both men right now are putting it all on the line right now.
Oh, absolutely they are. And quite the clotheslines there from CM Punk. And a beautiful leg lariat. Is there a scenario for which, even though Seth Rollins is out, that Becky comes out to cost Punk the title?
I don't think right now. Like Becky has, I think, more issues with Paul Heyman and Maxine Dupree at the current.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she needs to worry about CM Punk.
And she's also got the looming troubles with AJ Lee as well.
Yeah.
Or at least who we suspect could be AJ Lee, because Maxine did mention having a friend that could help her.
Right.
But I also think that friend could also be Natty.
Absolutely.
Smart move for Punk to break the count, roll back outside
Yes.
to catch his breath there. What is Jay thinking? Spear through the barricade. That's what Jay was thinking.
Yes, he was. Look at the eyes on Punk.
We talked about Rusev having a meme face earlier. I think Punk just got one too.
Yes, he did.
And GTS. Could this be it? Wow.
Wow.
Barely got that shoulder up though.
Yep. You can see the frustration building in Punk's face.
Jay just.
Wow.
Oh, wow. And Punk with the spear of his own. OMD, I think you might be right. We might be going over that 2-hour mark.
Yes.
Oh, Punk looking for another GTS. Oh, and tumbling over.
And Jay to the coquina clutch.
The same maneuver that won him the championship at WrestleMania earlier this year.
Yes.
It's actually just a sleeper, not a Conchita clutch.
Oh, the Anaconda of Ice. Well, for a second, I thought Jay passed out.
Oh, wow. Pin after pin, counter after counter.
And that's going to do it.
Wow. What a match. Congratulations to CM Punk, your new World Heavyweight Champion.
This time around, he doesn't have to worry about anybody cashing in.
No, he doesn't. Another meme face from Punk. Now, are we going to get a show of respect here in the ring from this, or are we going to see the arrival of who's next for Punk, or no, I guess not.
Now you got to let Punk have his moment there.
You do.
Do you? Yeah,
I mean, they didn't let Goldberg have his moment.
He ain't Goldberg. He actually did some, Punk actually
Right.
did something for his business.
Yeah.
But well, I guess I don't have to show who I thought was turning heel, so it's just gonna be a mystery.
All right.
Just like Evolution, eh?
Well, that also other things that I've posted.
Yeah.
But let's go around the horn and see what everybody thought about the show.
I thought it was a fantastic show, start to finish. Every match delivered. The showcase of dominance in the Jade Cargill Tiffany Stratton match was great in one aspect, but it left me wanting a little bit more just because it was so quick. And I know I'm big on asking for the squash matches that we don't normally get. And this was the one situation where we got it and I didn't want it. But a fantastic show. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for me on the socials, it is my link tree, linktr.ee/OMD show. And you can catch me right back here on the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program tomorrow night on the Boar's Nest.
What about you, Mr. Best?
Yeah. Yeah, this show was just bell to bell. It was awesome. I was thoroughly entertained by just about everything going on. Nothing too surprising, but still, I very much enjoyed the show. Over to you, Mr. Parrish.
Yeah, and I mean, I think for me, I loved just seeing matches that were just done. Like we didn't see any BS in these matches. It was just pure wrestling. You guys alluded to Jade Cargill, which I loved. It's good that a change is happening. It's good to see that these changes are happening when they need it. We've been seeing it. I think we saw it with the U.S. title with Ilya Dragunov winning the championship. Now we got it with Jade Cargill. I do think the right move was CM Punk. I think Jey Uso, seeing that he can still fail, I think really shows the other, like his brother and Roman, that there's still work on him. And that maybe that ego that we're starting to see from Jey Uso isn't warranted. And maybe now it will humble him just a little bit more, especially with his brother, who he's been very kind of cruel to over the last month or so.
Right.
It's going to be interesting to see kind of that side of Jey Uso now and then. But I'm going to say this. I still think this show needed a tag team match. 4 single titles, or sorry, 3 single titles before. Yeah, 4 single titles on the line, and no tag. And I think that was just a little too much. We did get a sprinkle of difference with the triple threat match, but I still wish we would have got that tag team title match. You see my ticker going down with the link tree. And you can see me next tomorrow with the Chris Bears podcast, which I'm going to plug it for just a little second because I said this earlier, but how appropriate when I say, who's it going to be? Oh, I put it on the wrong thing. But who's it going to be? Whether it was my
Your
my
prediction?
anything there. You just never know. But with John Cena coming down now in a month, retiring, who's that next guy going to be? We're going to find out very soon.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, and on that note, OMD, what are those famous words we like to go out on?
Ladies and gentlemen, always remember. Sorry, I forgot my line there for a second. The world is better with you in it. From all of us here at Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program, to those of you out there wherever you are, good night, good luck, we out.